That we finally have teachers that want more. These problems are not new. These things we are seeing, they are not new, right? It's just that we had a generation of teachers that were okay. They were just okay with what was available. But now, the new generation coming up, they are not comfortable. Some of them might still be scared to speak up, but when they get the opportunity, I mean, just look at the charts. Look at the charts box since we started. See people speaking up. See somebody unmuting to talk about how she's being treated in her school. Teachers don't do that before. We rarely even hear teachers go on strike before. You understand? They are the ones always being gaslighted and guilt-tripped when they take actions like this. But I don't think that is going to happen anymore. What can you say in 1 minute?
First time of hearing this, and it really, really hits so hard. What I learned is that teaching has gone beyond the classroom, and there are many, many, many opportunities out there for me. And in fact, there are many terminologies I've never heard before, like this LXD. Today is my first time of hearing it. I think it's more of a mind shift for me, and to be more open-minded and connect more so that I can be more relevant. Thank you very much, ma'am.
For me, joining this training has really opened my eyes to some things, starting from Mrs. Posh, where she said that you should be able to adapt, be adaptable. And she also talked, I think the other man also talked about you having a purpose. You should have a purpose. If you want to do anything, you must have a purpose, what you want to fight for, what you want to change in a particular community. And another thing I picked is not letting a particular environment where you find yourself change you. Don't let that environment bring you down.
It's mind shifting, and it's all encompassing, infusing African culture into British curriculum, and then just going out there and taking space, in our voice, going out there, speaking, taking places, acting as the light that we truly are, being the torch bearer. Wow, I'm no longer a teacher, everyone. I am a learning strategist. Kudos to you, Ms. Bisayo. Thank you so much for this value. You are blessed.
Thank you for the good job. God bless you. I'm really glad to be in this community.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ebon Aladeji, and Bisayo, I just want to commend you for what you've done. It's a very, very informative and progressive thing drive you have right here. To all the speakers, thank you very much. To all the educators that are on the line, trust and believe, if you follow the guidelines of the speakers, you can only go up. That is the honest truth. Based off of what I've learned over the last year in this foundation, you guys are the foundation of what we all know.
Thank you, sir, for pulling this great event. Very timely and very powerful one.
And if you're wondering what LXD is, Learning Experience Design by Bisayo. I'm sure that's what a lot of us know her with on social media.
Thank you so much, Bisayo, for putting this amazing initiative together. The first of everything can be very, very, difficult to start, but once you pull it off, it's really, really exciting, right? If I don't know you, I can't think about you. Right? Think about all the brands you know. You know them because you either heard them or saw them somewhere, either on radio or a billboard, or somebody mentioned them to you. But if I don't know you, there's no way I can think about you. There's a reason I rate Bisayo a lot. For putting this together, it takes guts, right? It takes boldness, it takes courage. But she's making a difference by bringing all of us together, connecting with people who could potentially say things that will inspire you to make a difference, because you are called to make a difference. I need all of us to understand that.
I also want to appreciate the convener of this prestigious African Education Career Fair, in person of Bisayo Adewole. Sincerely, your vision, leadership, and dedication to shaping the future of education in Africa It's truly inspiring.
And so, Bisayo, for you to go ahead to organize a forum like this, it's not because people are not aware of what is happening, but this is a place where we come and actually concretize.
Then, of course, you want to take a step back and look at other areas that are emerging in light of the future we are heading towards. And one big area is the STEAM education framework.
I submitted my lesson plan. I submitted a recording of a consult. I submitted webinars that I had done online. Those simple things that I didn't even think would really matter, but those were enough to get me into this institution.
If there's something you have done very well in the last 1, 2, 3 years and that you're very proud of, right, you are a learning specialist in that regard, right?
A hub helping young people, young education talent transition into future-facing roles. With roots in educational administration, award-winning teaching, and instructional design, she has coached 120 plus professionals through courses, coaching, and her custom-built tools, two-set map, and Sigo. A thought leader shaping conversations on education, innovation across Africa and beyond. Bisayo is also the convener of the first ever African Education Career Fair, which we are on. Her work sits at the intersection of education, digital learning, and workforce readiness, reimagining what it means to design learning with purpose. So a round of applause. I love the emoji that I'm seeing. A round of applause for Bisayo, because we are here because Bisayo has decided to put this up for us.
Culture, mathematics, everything. Even when you're teaching, and this is future readiness, by the way, because if we don't do this, we're going to lose our continent, we're going to lose our nations. So everything you do, you must infuse Africa. Stop saying Jack and Jill went up the hill. Let Tolani and Bisayo go up the hill. Stop saying London Bridge is falling down. We don't have any damn London Bridge in Nigeria. We have Lekki Bridge, and we also don't want it to fall down. If you're running a future-ready school, you want a teacher that is growing. There's no school that is responsible for ensuring that a teacher is the best version of yourself. That's why, to start this meeting, I would say that self-leadership is the most important thing. Self-leadership. You must be able to lead yourself as a teacher, train yourself as a teacher. A lot of people are waiting for their employers to train them, and it's fine. They will train you in some places. But you must train yourself, because even if they are committed to training you, the world is moving so fast that you must be subscribed to various channels, various apps, various newsletters, and constantly growing on a daily basis, constantly reading. The responsibility of growth. You must ensure that you are growing yourself. Now, when we talk about future readiness, we don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know what the jobs are going to look like. We don't know what the children are going to do. And there's a saying that the most flexible person controls the system. So if you want to control the system, you have to be flexible and adaptable. You have to ensure that if they're degrees right, you are ready to go there. If they're going up, you're ready to go there. If they're going down, you're ready to go there. It's not, I can't do this. And when we talk about future readiness, a lot of people always assume that it's only in terms of technology. The future is not only about technology. There's more to the future than technology in itself. So Mary says the Future Ready School, we prepare students to thrive by helping the skills that matter most. Yes, but we don't even know the skills that matter most. Do we know the skills that matter most? And that's why a Future Ready School must ensure that you have teachers that are self-leaders and willing to grow, because we don't know that they are even going as far as saying that we are going to be serving the robots very soon. They're going to take hold of how we see in all those movies. They're very control and just doing. Maybe the world can end by that time. So what we need to do as a teacher to lead yourself. There's no point knowing all the world you don't even know. You must know are going to deliver in the room. And you must understand, if you're a teacher that spends your time talking to the red flag in 2025, it was a red flag even in 2020. If you are the teacher and they're always hearing your voice, you must become a coach. The children can learn by themselves. Give them a topic. They know how to go on Google and do the research by themselves. You must be one that promotes critical thinking, problem solving. You must be able to promote those sort of things so that the children will be able to know the wheat from the chaff. They must be able to do that. So you must be student-centered. You must be student-centered. You must want to know that this is how I'm going to train my children. And we have to move. We want schools to understand that we have to move to a point where differentiation even becomes customization. The same way you have your Instagram page is the same way that in the classroom, the child has a customized profile and is learning in a customized way. It's all part of differentiation. The curriculum designers and integrators are the teachers. So your name becomes even more fancy as you move along. It's not just enough to say, I'm a teacher. Because what is a teacher, really? What is a teacher? What a lot of people believe a teacher is that they just come math and this and they don't talk about it has moved beyond. We've seen the new curriculum. You've seen the new curriculum. Somebody to tell me what are the changes in the years ago? Under two weeks. Yes, be prepared globally, promote critical thinking and problem solving. What are your thoughts about the new curriculum? So there's talking about digital learning and artificial intelligence, robotics. We are hearing all those sort of things. How many teachers can even use Microsoft PowerPoint? Even this Zoom, some people, it's a struggle to even use this Zoom that we're using here. Not to talk of teaching robotics. Digital learning now integrated, yes. So we must know that we have to learn these skills. We must learn these skills, but it's not enough to have the skills. We have to understand we're still dealing with human beings, and this is where robots cannot take over from teachers. A child that is crying or has a need is not a robot that's going to comfort that child. Social emotional learning is also part of what is going to be happening in the future. So we must understand that there's equity and there's fairness in the classroom and even beyond the classroom. We must know that we have to embrace children that have special needs. It's not everything that is a special needs teacher. So a teacher is a creative and is a multifaceted creative. A multifaceted creative. You must be able to do many things as a teacher. Ongoing learning. You must make your class very, very exciting. Now, the question again, what do future-ready schools want from teachers? If you're running a future-ready school, you want a teacher that is growing, not a teacher that's those WhatsApp group that you have for teachers. It's not that the administrator will come and say, or head teacher will say, oh, we're going for handwriting training. We are going for this training today. At the end of the no, you should be in a position that you people are subscribed to. Yes, continual development, professional training. You must constantly continue to train. Someone wrote social and citizenship studies, Nigerian history. Yes, the person must know me because I'm all about culture. Anything you learn, if you like, go and learn all the British English, British everything. You will never be British. And this person is going to make me not lose my focus, but focus more on history. Because a lot of us, we want to speak Difone. A lot of us, we want to speak, American. We don't want to bleach. We just want to look, everything we want to do wants to be foreign. But we are Nigerians, we are Africans, and we must ensure that anything that we do, we must infuse culture into it. We must infuse culture. It's not everything has to be Western. And all those things that we're calling native or bush are the things that make us Africans. There's no reason why you should not see agbalumo seed in the classroom that you're using to count in the preschool. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with seeing counter of they call it bottle tops. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with seeing things like that in the classroom. Bring Africa into the classroom so that we can take it globally. The same way they've done with the Afrobeat and the fashion. If you don't make it look good, they're never going to make it look good. They're never going to accept it. So we must do our best to ensure that we bring culture into every aspect. Culture in mathematics, everything. Even when you're teaching, and this is future readiness, by the way, because if we don't do this, we're going to lose our continent, we're going to lose our nations. So everything you do, you must infuse Africa. Stop saying Jack and Jill went up the hill. Let Tolani and Bisayo go up the hill. Stop saying London Bridge is falling down. We don't have any damn London Bridge in Nigeria. We have Lekki Bridge, and we also don't want it to fall down. When you have comprehension, stop saying John and Smith. Use African names. Use Nigerian names. Use Ijama. Use Mahmoud. Use the names that are Africans. Make it look good. Yeah? Bring culture into the classroom. You are colonizing our children, and that is not future readiness, where everything you do is American, is British, is Singapore. Yeah? Everything that you do, if it's not infused with an Afrocentric twist, then you're colonizing the children, and you're going to make us to be colonized again in our minds. A lot of schools will say, oh, British curriculum, this is how we're going to do this. I mean, no. Take the British curriculum, take what works, and then put what is working in the African Nigerian curriculum as well, and then blend. There's nothing wrong with blending curriculum. With blending curriculum, you even need to blend it by virtue being here in Nigeria. Culture is important. It's a part of who we are. So if all these British schools that are coming to take 100 million from our parents and everything, that is just neo-colonialism. Before we know happening, we are already slaves. So we must push forward our folk tales, our folk songs. We want to be talking about Anansi in the classroom, the Ijapa in the classroom, the tortoise in the classroom, not just all those Cinderella and all those type of things that you guys, not even coming to me because I don't even really do them anymore. So Bisayo says, I see so many opportunities for teachers from the inside. Okay, good. So I have to round up because I have 15 minutes and my time is pretty much up. But social, emotional intelligence, very, very important. A future-ready teacher must be collaborating. It's not about what is happening in your school. You must have friends all around the world because everything is available online. There are teachers that I follow all around the world that are doing amazing things. So make sure that you collaborate. Make sure that you're digital literate. Make sure that you're AI literate. Make sure that you can twist and flip the curriculum and make it relevant to the African child. Make sure that you know how to do your assessments properly, and know that assessment is not a one-time test, because a test is state dependent. A child can do a test and be in a bad mood and fail the test. Do the same test tomorrow and pass the test. So look for other ways of doing your assessment. Make sure that whatever you do is culturally and globally competent. I've already talked about emotional intelligence. Be adaptable. Those are very, very important skills. And you can follow me at RonkePosh on all social media platforms. I'm going to be teaching schools how they can make their schools Afrocentric, the things that they can be doing, how they can actually, practical things that they can do. Even right down to your display boards. Your borders can be Ajire, your borders can be Ashoke, and then you can even reuse all those sort of things. There are many ways. Your map of Africa, you can make it with different fabrics. So there are so many things that you can do, and your school will still look beautiful. And you're not going to say your school looks native or looks bush. When we say that it's a low self-esteem, and we're already saying that we are not good enough, because that is who we are. All those things, all those fabrics, all those things that what make us Africans. Dalu. Nagode, Eshegoni. Thank you very much. And I'm over and out. Thank you so much, Bisayo.